Oh, look! Another soul who wishes to hear the tale of the scarecrow who came to life. Morbid curiosity spreads like the plague, doesn't it? Well, my friend, let's take a brief gander at the story of Ozborn. Some mysterious riders stumbled upon the little town of Herefshire. All four with lanterns aglow with strange spiritual energy. It seems three of them were not acting independently of their own will when they traveled from a dark realm far across the cosmos. Whoever this ringleader is, he seems to have a mission in mind, and fragmented pieces of a soul to implant. How did I get here? This place is quite unfamiliar to me. Where am I? Matter of fact, who am I? Strange visions are filling my head, and I cannot seem to discern the two paths I see before me. Wait a moment. Is this the O'Leary cottage? Of course! I must have been dozing off on my watch of the fields. It's only right I step right to my family for my punishment for slacking. The scarecrow horrified the family, as you can imagine. And the memory of the terror on their faces became something inspiring within the lad made of wood and hay. Fortunately enough, Liam and Lucy O'Leary recognized the scarecrow after their panic and became overjoyed that their trusty guardian was truly alive. They spent many days explaining the finer points of life, teaching him how to act and reading him stories in secret. You see, it's a rare set of circumstances that brings life into the inanimate straw men the world over. Yet there were enough tales to fill the newly arisen with imagination. However, in our case, a soul who has forgotten who they once were has inhabited this makeshift man. Through these tales, the scarecrow was given the name Ozborn, in absence of his original name, as it was the most fitting given his interests. Osborne yearned to honor his family by providing for them. He would tend the fields in the dark of night, and after several lessons in archery, he would go deep into the woods and hunt several forms of game. Oh dear, all good things must come to an end. And nothing quite ends things like murder. That's curious. I wonder why the town is leaving the cottage with torches in hand. And the cottage is on fire. Oh, dearest caretaker, Herefshire has made a grave mistake on this day. Your husband was an honorable man, and did not deserve to be mistaken for me. After all, if they wish for monsters to be purged, it seems I have a new task to attend to personally. Herefshire, it's time to reap what you sow. And so, while Lucy was spared the misfortune of being locked in their home and turned to ash being carried away by the night's wind, much like Liam O'Leary, her heart was not gladdened by what her son's vengeance wrought. Not all who lived in town were caught in a trap, just the ones responsible. The poor widow simply could not speak in the presence of her so-called protector, especially as he proclaimed that he had a new mission to accomplish. Sweet, sweet Lucy, fret not for what I've done today. It was a pleasure to see justice carried out to extremely deserving people. I must confess, I am not a complete person, for I have yet to experience so many of the emotions you mortals commonly share. But there is two emotions I've treasured in my time here. The first is the excitement that builds inside me when the terror starts to fill the hearts of living beings that gaze upon my ethereal figure. And the second, dear Lucy, is love. That's right. I've seen what love is supposed to be by watching you and your husband spend the better years of your lives together. And in truth, it's something I long for. So, Mother, I leave Hearthshire this night, so that I can terrorize those unlucky enough to be in my presence. Collect enough coin to buy you a new house, however much that may be. And if, well, fortune finds me a second time, perhaps fall in love with someone who loves me for me. Fare thee well! He left to experience his brand new chance at life. With a bow in hand, he pursued whatever the future may have in store, and became something of a local legend from whence he came from. And what happened next, dear viewer? Well, all stories change from one place to another, including their endings. One thing's for sure, however. I did find a group of adventurers I found joy in, and such romantic feelings for a certain succubus who appreciates me for me. And manifesting a ghostly form has its benefits, if you catch my drift. Happy holidays!